is happening, Magnusites? Let's check this out. I know this is going to be funny. Oh, man. By the way, a bunch of y'all got banned recently because you're running your mouth on my Gillette video. Okay. Let me tell you something. I don't watch the news. Okay. I don't deal in politics and all that stuff. So I don't know what Gillette may be doing in the news. Even one of you said, I don't think he knows what's going on. No, I don't. All I know is that one ad they put out a few months ago, I checked that out. I reviewed it. I gave my opinion on it. All I know is I've used Gillette deodorant for years because it works really well. They came to me, asked me to check out their razor. So the fuck what? So y'all can stop crying on that video. You support this company? Motherfucker, I'm trying a razor out. Alright? Jesus. And so what if I'm getting paid? I'm an influencer. I'm a YouTube creator. It's what we do. Brands come to us. You don't jump on Michael Jordan for getting a damn sneaker deal, do you? You motherfuckers. Some of y'all are retarded. But that's alright. I'm glad you voiced your opinion because I got rid of the ones I wanted to. Welcome to the people that still support me. Let's get it on and laugh!
It's dangerous. It's dangerously dangerous. But here's the thing. This is like a fight between comedians and bloggers, that's where all just hyperbole and garbage comes out of those two places. It's
all very similar groups.
Yes. Just uneducated, unfettered, just...
Say whatever pops into your head, like...
Yeah.
And
it's also a fight between comedians and feminists, which are natural enemies. The biggest, easily, because
it seems like it.
Stereotypically speaking, feminists can't take a joke, and
stereotypically, yeah.
And comedians, see,
There's a cliche that, men don't listen to women. And I think the reality is that we've become a nation of men who are just jesters in your court who listen constantly, and our whole society is based on the idea of, I like to call it making women nod. If you watch it, there's a guy who understands what I'm saying.
I dated this girl one time. She was really into women's issues. So we used to always have these dumbass arguments. So one time she came up to me, she goes, okay, explain this to me, Bill. Why does a guy make more an hour to do the exact same job, huh? I go, I'll tell you why. Because in the unlikely event that we're both on a Titanic and it starts to sink, for some fucked up reason, you get to leave with the kids and I have to stay. No, think about it. If there's a house fire, it's always women and children first. I gotta stand there with the back of my shirt on fire going, let's go people, let's go, let's go! Yeah. So that's how I look at it. No, it's $1 an hour surcharge. That if something fucked up happens, either I can't leave or I gotta get in the way of it to give you a head start, rabid dog, run honey, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You hear a bump in the night, I gotta go check it out, yes, he does have a knife. Anytime there's a hostage situation, who do they negotiate for first? Well, at least let the women and children go. Yeah. What about me? Bullets hurt me too. What the fuck do I gotta stay in the law? No, that's my point, man. Where are all the feminists in those situations? You know what I mean? You can't find them. There are no feminists in a house fire. There's a guarantee. You can take the most hardcore feminist, some chick right in your face, you chauvinistic son of a bitch, little short, little haircut, the whole 9 yards, right? Second those flames break out, she's gonna twist those little hairs into pigtails. No, I'm just a girl. I want to go play jump rope. And leave you standing in a burning house like you're not flammable. But I'm not a dick though. I'm not saying I think a woman should make $1 less an hour to do the same job. All I'm saying is if you're gonna make what I make when the boat sinks, you better be standing right there next to me, listen to that guy play the cello. Then you get the corner office. Get all the benefits or whatever.
On the other side, comedians can't take criticism. Comedians are big pussies.
Yeah.
And they can't, so to one side you say, if you don't like the jokes, stay out of the comedy clubs. To the other side you say, if you don't like the criticism, stop Googling yourself every 10 seconds. Nobody's making you read it. It's positive. To me, it's all dialogue is positive. Now, a lot of people don't feel that way. For me, any joke about anything bad is great. That's how I feel. Any joke about rape, Holocaust, the Mets, whatever. Yeah, any joke about something that's bad is a positive.
You have now crossed the line, mister.
But now, I've read some blogs during this whole thing that have made me enlightened to things I didn't know. This woman said how rape is something that polices women's lives, that they have a narrow corridor. They can't go out late, they can't go to certain neighborhoods, they can't dress a certain way, because they might get... Now, that's part of me now that it wasn't before, and I can still enjoy a good rape joke. So I have both. But here's the last thing.
I don't like the way that you evolve as a person.
No, it's not.
I don't like the way that you've come up with a way to grow as an individual.
No, it's not fair.
Be the person that I knew 20 years ago.
But here's the last thing I want to say about it. This is also about men and women, because a lot of people are trading blogs and things about this on the with each other. Couples are fighting about Daniel Tosh and rape jokes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've been reading in blogs. But they're both making a classic gender mistake, because the women are saying, here's how I feel about this, but they're also saying my feelings should be everyone's primary concern. Now, the men are making this mistake. They're saying your feelings don't matter, your feelings are wrong, and your feelings are stupid. If you've ever lived with a woman, you can't step in worse than that to tell a woman that her feelings don't matter. So to the men I say, listen to what the women are saying about this. To the women I say, now that we heard you, shut the up for a minute. And let's all get back together and kill the Jews. That's all I have to say about it.
Jesus
When I say
Christ.
this is a feminized country, first of all, understand that I get it, that there are millions and millions of women who are steely-eyed realists, and millions of men who are anything but. However, for lack of a better term, I would say that the feminine values are now the values of America. Sensitivity is more important than truth. Feelings are more important than facts. Commitment is more important than individuality. This country is in trouble because men have given up the debate. Whatever women say, men just nod along. We don't know how to fight back. We don't know how to stick up for ourselves. When women say things like, we're more spiritually evolved, we just go, yeah, I guess that's right. And there's no evidence, and there's no reason to believe that's true.
Just agree. Just agree. That's why we get these heart attacks. We get all this...
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why. That's why we die. They live to 85, 90 years old.
I always hear women say, married men live longer. Yes, and an indoor cat. Also, women don't have it easy in America, but it is sort of politically incorrect just to be male in this country now. I mean, look at television, look at any sitcom. The wife is always brilliant and ethereal and right about everything, and the husband is always a dumb fuck lucky to have found her.
Men are, hassled by women and so forth, but when it's little boys who are the target of this kind of hostility and animosity, then it's very serious. And what I found is that attitude of sort of belittling men, putting them down, that's carried now into the classroom. And you talk to almost any parent who has a boy in school, and being a boy is now considered like a pathology, a disorder, something he needs to recover from. There's intolerance of their high-spiritedness.
On any TV show in America, if somebody got up there and said, women are smarter than men, automatic round of applause. If somebody said men are smarter than women, you'd be booed off the stage. I mean, what does that tell you about our culture, that we have to pretend that one sex is smarter than the other? Women are smarter than men. If women ran the world, there'd be no wars. Being pregnant is sexy. We don't think that sensitivity is more important than sex. We don't. Okay? When we're telling you that, we're lying to make you know. It would be one thing if we were saying things we believe, but we're not, because every guy I know is just doing what he can to stay out of the doghouse with his wife or his girlfriend.
Men will say what they have to say, act the way they have to act to get laid. Whether it's by their girlfriend or by their wife.
I agree.
That's true to some
what
extent.
making women nod means. It means saying things
Me
we don't
personally,
believe. Ally McBeal
I'm
is
not
too
scared of
skinny.
the doghouse.
If
Never have
that's
been.
We don't
really
believe
true,
that.
if that's really true, what
I
a
say
lonely
whatever I want.
existence that is.
You're right.
It's lonely
Men are
because
lonely.
you're just, are they? Okay,
Yes.
really.
I understand that women suffer, but I don't think it's as much publicized that a lot of men in America are living lives of quiet desperation, lobotomized of their libido, anesthetizing themselves with sports and pornography, and living in an Orwellian world where we have to pretend to concur with the woman's point of view.
What do you want the women to do then?
It's not what they want the women to do, it's what I want the men to do. I want the men to just be themselves again.
See, this is very personal to me because I'm like the last of my guy friends who have never gotten married, and their wives, they don't want them playing with me. You know, I'm like the escaped slave. I bring news of freedom. You know, it's not a good thing to have me around, you know. Keep the husbands in the dark. They're happier that way. But, you know, all my married friends, I knew these guys when they were young, and they were Mustangs. They used to do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, and now they are not Mustangs. They're that horse in Central Park with the blinders on, you know, just going around in a circle in a cloud of flies and sitting in a bucket, you know, just...
It's a pity. Yeah, I learned not to be that guy. I'm the type, look, if we're arguing, I don't want it anyway. If you mad the next day, I don't want it anyway. I'm not that dude that's gonna kiss your ass just to get some. I'm not concerned. I have willpower of steel. Yeah, I mean. But, yeah, a lot of those jokes are based on facts. Not always good facts. That's hilarious, man. I see why they could... Oh, God, man. It's funny he said comedians and feminists are natural enemies. And here's the funny thing, like, the stereotypical feminists that are out there, whenever I have run into them, me and them don't get along. It's weird because, you know, I'm the comedian type guy. No. Couple of people's mothers that I've dated. Couple of ladies' mothers that I've dated. No. I didn't like them, but they didn't like me. Ugh. Guess this war will rage on forever. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. If you enjoyed my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And make sure you get over to my Instagram and follow me there because I post funny and cool shit that I don't post here. That all rhyme. Don't hate to play the game. Bars! 10 million subscribers. Woo!